So next up are some mathematical assignment operators. So this is where it gets a little bit confusing because if you are in math classes, you see this equal sign and it's a comparison tool that basically says, all right, I need to have this equal this, okay? In JavaScript, or in basically all of programming, that equal is an assignment. So we are saying this variable name, notice how they're using let now. Yay. Anyway, so this variable name is assigned to be the number 10, okay? We have other things that are used for comparison, which this wouldn't run technically, and that's where the other equal signs are. We will probably learn that very quickly. Let's look at the syllabus. Wow. Maybe it's in later. Oh, conditionals. We're probably going to learn it in conditionals. All right. So, but there are other ways to like reassign. So, this is where it's kind of funny. So notice how it says let w equals 4, w equals w plus 1. In math, that would be, what the heck is happening? This cannot exist. It literally is an unsolvable equation in mathematics, or maybe it's called it's not a formula, it's called a something, I don't care. But anyway, this is unsolvable. There is no condition in which w can equal itself plus 1. There is no condition. Even if w is infinity, this infinity will, or this side of the equation will always be 1 larger than the other side. However, in programming, we are reassigning w equal to itself plus 1. So basically, now w will be 5. Okay, so that's a little bit different. If you are not used to programming, that's what it's doing. Another way to do this is to plus equals 1. So this is a reassignment property, or a reassignment thing, where basically you're saying exactly this. So you're assigning it, but you're adding 1 to itself. So it gets a little bit weird. It looks a little bit weird, but basically you can say w plus equals 1, which is saying w equals w plus 1. It's just a shorthand. You can also do w plus plus. Okay, that will say w equals w plus 1. All of them are saying the same thing. Okay, but there are also other mathematical operations you can do. You can do w minus minus, which is w equals w minus 1. Okay, but you can't do that with like w star star. That doesn't really make sense. W equals w times 1. W equals w divided by 1. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you're just reassigning it to itself. Okay. So you have minus equals 5. Okay, so this is, you got x equals 20, x minus equals 5, so now it's going to be 15. X equals x minus 5. You multiply it by 2, times equals 2, so now your output is 100. Divided by equals 2, your output is 4. So, with all of these things. So, these are the only 4. I'm pretty sure the only 4. I don't think mod works. Like 98% sure. I'm Sean Connery. Percent sure that doesn't work. Modulation or modular doesn't work on here, so you can't do like parentheses equals. But you understand the point that basically you are taking itself and subtracting whatever the right-hand side of this operation is from it, or you're applying whatever this operation is times divided by subtract or plus to the right-hand side, or you're applying it to the variable that is assigned to. So use plus equal mathematical assignment to increase the value stored level up by 5. Plus equals 5. Great. Remember your semicolons. So now we're going to minus equals power level minus equals 100. There we go. Use the times equals. Multiply me. That's kind of weird. You have different themes. Times equals 11. Run. And then quarter me by 4. So that divided by equals 4. Run. So now 15, 18, 901, 3, 5, 2. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then quarter me that. Great. Cool. So now you understand. And here's the thing, that they have all of these console.log statements in here. It's kind of weird. Notice how there's a comma in here. These so this is an object, and log is a method onto that object, and these are the different parameters. So basically inside of here you're logging a string, and you're also logging the level up in line with each other. So that's just a way, they didn't explain that, but that's what's happening in here if you're a little bit confused. So mathematical assignment operators. Let's see what's next. Actually, this is still a part of it, so I'm going to continue this video. Increment and decrement operator. These, I explained this earlier. So basically, if you want to increase gain dollar by 1, gain dollar, you do plus plus. And you can do it with the spaces don't matter in this context, I'm pretty sure. So there you go, plus plus. And now gain dollar after this point will be 4. And then now we're going to lost dollar minus minus, it will be 49. And again, you can't do gained dollar times because that makes no sense. Like, gain dollar multiplying itself equals multiplying itself by 1 makes absolutely no sense, because that's equaling itself, but it only works for these two. All right. Yay, you have that. Let's see what's next. All right, so that is it for mathematical reassignment operations. You've got the times equals, divide equals, subtract equals, add equals, and then you've got the plus plus and minus minus. Those are very helpful for looping and stuff. So, all right, that is it. And I'll see you in the next video with string concatenation with variables, which we actually already learned a lot of previously. I tend to get ahead of myself, but it doesn't really matter. Well, I'll see you then.